Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Book HQ. So today I'm going to be talking about the Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams. So I heard about the Bromance Book Club on the Book Riot podcast like a while ago. I wanted to read it because I've been reading a lot of romance this last year, and I realized that I never really read romance that's like from a man's perspective. So it's interesting because it is a man's perspective, but it is written by a woman behind the man's perspective. What makes the book really, really interesting is that it's about this guy who's a baseball player. I know absolutely nothing about baseball, so I can't tell you what his position in the team is or whatever. And his marriage is failing. He's married to Thea, and his name is also Gavin. I'm saying also because of Gavin Pope from Alexa Martin's book series. But anyway, his name is Gavin. He's married to Thea, and he scored really big in a baseball game, and he goes home, and him and his wife do the master, and he finds out in that night that she's been faking for pretty much all their marriage except for that night. And so then he's offended, and then he stalks out. She tells him to leave because she's been faking a lot more things in their lives because she's been miserable in their marriage, and he hasn't noticed, or maybe he did notice but just didn't want to deal with it. And so they decide that they're going to get a divorce, but he doesn't want to get a divorce. So he tells his friends or his teammates, and his teammate sort of conscripts him to this book club with a bunch of other athletes. Like, some of them are baseball players, some of them are hockey players. I believe one is an NFL player. And so they read these romance books to learn how to seduce their wives and rekindle the fires in their marriage. And it's a really sweet book. It's really nice. It's not like I'm saying sweet, but it's really like any other chick lit book that you've read. It's really exciting, it's steamy, it's saucy. It deals with a lot of issues, like how backstory affects relationships, which is very nice. But I think the thing that's most interesting about it is that they're in the book club, and so the book is kind of split into, it feels like two books, because when they're reading in the book club, the book that they're reading is also sort of like a sub story that you're also invested in. So you're invested in the main story about Thea and Gavin, but you're also invested in the story of the characters that are in the book that the book club is reading. And that's really cool, because the book that they're reading is a historical romance, so the language and the tone and everything is completely different, but the issues that they're dealing with shame for women, the power dynamics, are issues which are still really relevant today. So that's what makes it really interesting. I personally really enjoyed the book. I started reading it when I was at home visiting my mom, and she just would burst out laughing every time I had it playing on Audible, because the language is it's very accessible, very fun, and I guess it's always interesting, if you're a girl anyway, I don't know. But for me, I think it's always interesting to see the way guys interact with each other. And you kind of just definitely get that feel when you read it. If you've read the Bromance Book Club, tell me what you think. I loved it. I definitely give it a 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. There they are, my thumbs. Leave me a comment in the comments below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. But until next time, keep reading and keep watching. Bye-bye.